Hey y'all, and welcome back to Save the Day with Tara. I am a middle-aged wife living her middle-class life with a budget. I want to thank everybody for being here, new subscribers, old subscribers, and people just passing through. I appreciate you being here and seeing what I have to offer. So let's go ahead and let's go on and get started with this video. It is a great sunny Sunday up here in the Midwest. It's the Midwest, bless my heart, the northern Midwest, we might as well say. And it's foolery out here, but it's okay. You know, it makes you think it's warm, but it's not. I went and got my car washed, got my morning coffee. I am sitting down at the table in my kitchen, mainly because I have some rearranging I need to do in my office, and if I'm up there, I'm going to keep doing it. So I finally came down here and was like, okay, you need to film this video and stop being all over the place. I want to show you guys this, okay, and don't say nothing, okay? Please don't say nothing. But here is my view right now. This is my view. It's really nice. There's this little part over here. So I get to see that. So I'm very, very, very happy about that. I'm not going to show you anymore because, y'all, I still got my Christmas tree up, okay? How many of you still have your Christmas tree up? If you don't, I don't care. Oh, my God. We've had a lot going on. So me and my hubby, we just like, look, he said in the next 2 weeks it's coming down. I was like, all right, I'm good with that. So thank you guys for being okay with... Okay, look at this. I'm trying to fix this so you guys can see. There you go. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to go ahead and take a seat now. All right. On Sundays, I've decided to take a different approach. I know for the most part, everybody, they're going to be doing a lot of the Save Sunday, but I have to take a break. I'm having to try to figure out like what type of schedule I'm going to do based upon like my life schedule pretty much. And so what I decided is I'm moving my budgeting over to Sundays. And so Sundays are going to be budgeting stuff. So budget, stuffing, and just stuff. Just talking about stuff. You know, you can stick around. I will do this part first and then allow you to decide if you want to stay to the end of the video to see what's going on in my life, all that other good stuff. Because today, y'all, I've had a week. I have had a week, and it started last Sunday. So, yeah, bless my heart. But anywho, let's go ahead and let's get started. The first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and, what do you call that? Unstuff my cash wallet for the week. And I'm going to move this out the way, put this a little more centered so you guys can zoom in on it. This week, I mean, I did the best that I possibly could. I did spend majority of the money, especially since it was still coming off of the prior week from when I was at my art show. So I'm okay. You know, it is what it is, right? It just is what it is. First thing I'm going to do, though, is I have change in my pocket. I went around the house and I collected change. My husband always has all this change. And he's been like working with cash for several months now. He just takes out a certain amount at the beginning of the month, and that's what he works with. He really doesn't use his card unless he has to. So he ends up with all this change all around the house, y'all. It's like, what? So I just collect it up and I put it in my change thing. So, you know, he always says it's our money. Nah, but no, he doesn't do anything with the change. So I just come by, collect it. And since I'm going to be kind of bagging it up and stuff, you know, I'll just go ahead and I'll keep it. So, all right. So let's go ahead and let's do this. At the same time, what I am going to do is just go over my expense that I had. I am very proud of myself. I have not really utilized my credit card, and then I used it last night, y'all. But anyway, I really haven't. And so I think what I'm going to do with that too is just start kind of taking a look at like where I was, what did I do last year compared to this year? You know, working with cash only has really done a great job for me curtailing my spending, with the exception of when I went to the art show. So yeah, we won't talk about that yet. Okay, so the first things first. Let's see how much I have for gas. All right. 50, nope. Oh, this is week 3. This is week 3. Let me at least... Isn't it? Look at that, y'all. I got these at the dollar store. So they're finger protectors, but I also know you can use them as like rubber thumbs, you know, to help you kind of count the money better. That way I'm not tearing money like I did last time, you know. Anyway, because I really tore that money up in that video. All right. So, and if you hear anything in the background, like I said, I'm downstairs now, and my son is down, and he's in the basement, but he's a laugher. We all a laugher, so that means he laughs loud. I mean, we kind of all do. And so you can hear it. The door's open. He's also doing his laundry and stuff. You know how that goes. You got to watch the babies and make sure they do it. Anyway, so all right, let's get to it. So what do we have? Now, I spent some, we started off with 90, okay? But 49 of it, right here, 49 I had put on my card. So I'm going to have to, I'll just take 50 and I'm going to put that towards the credit card so that I can make sure that I pay on it. Okay, so that stuff's already in there. Let me go ahead and put this in here. All right, that's that. Okay, so that leaves me $5. So I have 5 left over, and I spent, wow, y'all, look at that. $85 in gas. And then I had some money from the week before that I kept in there. So yeah, that drive back and forth from where I live up to Chicago, I'm telling you, it was, oh man, it took me some gas and some patience because I hate the traffic up here. Ooh, Lord, the traffic. All right, so this goes into the car maintenance fund. Any gas overage goes into here. It's great. This is how I increase some of my other funds. All right, so spending. Okay, spending. How much? We started off with 50, and I have 6 left. So I spent 44. And it really, it's zero. It's zero because if I want, truth be told, I spent 26 on Amazon and I spent 11 here at Office Max. So whatever I have in here, I'm going to have to add that up. I don't even know where my other phone is, y'all. What did I do with my phone? I don't even, oh, there it goes. Hold on one moment, guys. Let me go get my other phone and let my cat in. Hold on, baby. There you go. Hey, baby. All right, so let me get to the calculator. All right, so I have to make sure, one, I don't knock over this camera, and 2, let's see, 2656 plus 1107 equals 3763. So I at least need to have that, and that's what needs to go on the card. So let's see. We're gonna put this there and this there because that's our money we have to stuff. All right. So technically there was 0. All right, dining out, y'all, 0. Dining out is 0. Just plain old 0. All that money went. In fact, that just last of it went this morning. I had to take my when we went out, I had to get some stuff as well. And I just got the boys something to eat from McDonald's. I was like, forget it. All right, household. We started off with 10 and we ended with 10. All right, so that's gonna go over here. Okay, so personal, we started off with 10. No, we had 10 from last week. So we have the rollover from last week, and then we have what we had this week. So we had 20. All right. And then miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is all gone, all gone. And this money that you guys see back there, that's money I have to deposit into my other account because I ended up doing a house draw out of my Chase account instead of the house account. So I just have to replenish that back. All right. Let me go ahead and, what did I say I have to have? 3763. So we're going to round up to 38 is what we have to have. So nothing there. And what did I say? We had, wait a minute, what did I say that I had? Was it $6 left in spending? No, it really wasn't, because I did that. So there was nothing left in spending, but these guys were left, so it's 30. So we have 30 there, or actually 30, well, 35. The other 5 went to the car maintenance fund. And so let's see what we have. And we had that 20 roll over. I might be saved, because what I need is 30. Nope, I'm short. I got $36. So, okay, so 38. So I owe myself $2. Well, that's okay. That's all right. So once again, 10, 20, 35, $36. So that's going to go in there. Once again, for the credit card. Not the debt, not the debt, not the car. I have to deposit that money too for, what do you call that? The tolls. It actually came out of the house account. I thought it went through my credit card, but it doesn't. Okay, some other 20s. Woo. All right. So there we go. This is going to be the credit card payment. I'll make that here in a little bit. I like that I had a whole zero balance too, so I just want to make sure I have another zero balance. Okay. Oh, what did I do that for? Because now I got to put the money in for this week. Okay. So I spent 0. Dining out, I spent 25. Personal, I spent 0. And miscellaneous, I spent the whole 15. And I actually spent the rollover. So there we go. Cool beans. So that accounts for last week. So let's get to this week. Let's get to budgeting this week. So here we go. Let's go ahead and let's start our stuffing, okay? So we're gonna start with gas. Oh, no, we can't. Y'all, I gotta count the money. Why ain't y'all? Y'all have to be telling me stuff. So overall, that is $16.36. So I use this nice little cash breakout to help me decide where I'm going to put the money, and how I make those decisions really is based on my needs and prior experience. For example, the gas, I know if it's $45 each time, I do the 4 20s and the 2 5s, because I have 2 20s and a 5. I'm going to get $45. And then the same thing with spending 20, you know, I mean, I get change. So that's kind of how I do it. Y'all, yeah, I did 5s for the personal and 5s for the miscellaneous. I was thinking I did 10s. Okay, so I did 5s, and the reason why I did 5s here is because, once again, smaller denominations, I'm more likely to do 2 purchases and be cognizant of not overspending that $5. Because if I have a $10 for personal and miscellaneous, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to, you know, someone will be $8 something and I'll get it, and I shouldn't, because one, I probably don't need it. And, and, you know, overall, it's just, once again, it is, you know, it just helps me be mindful of where I'm putting my money. And dining out, you know, 2 10s, come on now, you know, you go out, heck, even McDonald's is expensive. I'm surprised I paid $5 for my little guy today, but he only wanted pancakes. All right, so let me go ahead. We're going to count this out. It should be $16.36. I'm going to put this back over here real quick. My little thing. I try to be cute downstairs, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay, I'm going to put this over to the side. Okay, let me hurry up. I think this money should be okay without a thumb thing, but we'll see. All right, so we're going to use this to kind of help us. I should have $1,100 and $100 bills. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's $1,100. And I have the thumb on the wrong side, y'all. I know. And it's choking my finger. It is choking my little thumb. Bless my heart. You know what? We ain't going to do this, because that ain't even working. It don't feel right. So I should have 250s. So that's 50, 100, 50, 200, 50. So 250. All right. In 20s, I should have 160. That's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. So 160. All right. So in 10s, I should have $30. That's 10, 20, 30. In 5s, I should have $55. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Okay, and I should have 41 in ones. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 40. What did my husband? Where's my one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. There you go. I don't went and blame my husband, but he did go pick the money up for me, y'all. All right. What did I do? What the heck? How did I get that? All right. We about to do this again. I know that was 1,100. Okay. That was 250. Okay. That was 160. That was 30. This is 55. And this is 41. And look at that, y'all. Right here, real time, having problems. Having problems. It's the fingers, y'all. It's the fingers. It's these fat fingers. 250. 160. 30. 55. 41. 1636. There we go, guys. Good job, Tara. Good job. Bless my heart, y'all. Bless my heart. All right, so let's get this over here. We're going to have enough space so that all this can just kind of fit over here in this area. Okay. So let's see. We're going to start with my cash wallet. Gasoline, it gets $90. That's going to be 4 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to be 2 5s. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 90. All right, thank you. Very grateful this week, y'all. I'm very, very grateful. I'm very grateful for my husband. I appreciate that. I thank God for just everything that I have, the support system I have with him. I don't have a lot of family support, so I really appreciate him and my endeavors. I just want to say that because he went and got this for me. I had to work yesterday. All right, 40 in spending. That's 2 20s, 20, 40. I had to work yesterday, and I asked him after he did a 24-hour shift and was up until 3 o'clock this morning and had to go, yesterday morning, and wasn't able to really lay down in the call room before he got called again. So it was like, you know, I appreciate him taking the opportunity to go get this for me because the banks weren't open when I got off from work on Friday and when I went to work yesterday. So I really appreciate that of him. All right, so dining out gets 20, so that's going to be 2 10s. All right, so that's 10, 20. I also appreciate his support in this. I think that, you know, as spouses, guys, as home, whether you're male, female, it doesn't matter what it is, who you are. Just remember that when you have a spouse that is the predominant breadwinner, or even that helps just to support you, you know, just thank them. All right, household we're not doing. I'm just going to have to figure out what's going to go there. Probably nothing, you know, and I'm probably going to just move this back, actually. I'll take it out for right now. All right. Personal gets 2 5s. And you know what? I might just leave personal in here and just let it grow. And when it gets to a certain amount, I'll just do rollover for this, you know? So that was $10. And miscellaneous gets 2 5s. All right, that's 1, 2, and that's 5, 10. All right. Okay. All right, so now we're going to get started. I guess I'm just going to put this in the bag. I hate stuff just hanging out, y'all. And like I said, I'm going to keep saying I love my wallet from Baddies and Budget. I love it. I love the quality. Look at this. It's getting used up looking, but hey, it still takes a licking, keeps on ticking. Look at this outside, y'all. I done dropped it and everything. Dropped it, dusted it off, took a licking, kept on ticking. All right, so I am going to $50 in giving, so 50. And I just do one, I do a 50 because it's just easier. And when you go to the grocery store, that's just what I spend. I spend a whole 50. That's it. That's, you know. And any extra, I kind of just pay out of my wallet. So it doesn't, you know, it is what it is. All right. So now we have, so I put this under car. This is tolls, but I put it under car because that's the only little label I have, and I'm not going to sit up and relabel stuff. All right, so it gets $150, and I do need to deposit this into the house account. So it's 50, 100, 20, 45, 50. So $150. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and deposit this into the house account. And I need to, I'll do that here in a little bit. Because I already changed the account too. We have to change banks. All right, so now we're getting over into our emergency funds. So our high priority funds, what's a high priority to me? So the pool service, because that's coming up. It's almost pool opening season. We get it opened in, what do you call that? We have our pool open in May, which really sucks, y'all. Let me tell you what. So okay. So my husband, oh my God, he's so sweet. My husband said that he would be willing to give me a, go ahead and give me a pool heater, that I wouldn't have to continue to save for it. He was going to pay for it. I was so happy. And then my silly butt went and bought that dang on picture that I really love. So you know what? It is what it is. So I still got to save for the pool heater now. But you know what? I have a very beautiful painting that I love. So I don't have a problem with that. All right. So the pool service is $500. And I'm going to put 5 $100 bills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that needs to be turned around. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much do I have in here now? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. So $1,000. Oh, that's great. That's great. I'm so happy because it is, that means this month in April, okay, then I'll have 2. So when I put it on my card, I'll have this to pay on my card. That's good. I appreciate that. Oh, man, I really appreciate that. So then it'll just be May's. Oh, I didn't do education yet, but it'll just be May's. And then that'll be fine because I can take that money and then deposit it. Oh, I'm so happy, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So $500. I'm going to do 5 $100 bills. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 500 is going into education. Let's see how much we have there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 950, 70, 80, 90, 1,010. So $1,010. I'm going to make that a deposit too. Yeah, I got to figure out how I'm going to do this because I have a lot of these that I'm going to actually be depositing this month. It's going to be, if you know of a ledger out there, please let me know, guys. If there's like a ledger system, because what I want to do is I want to make sure that even when I deposit this money, that I'm keeping up with how much in this total account actually belongs to this on one ledger. I don't want to do all those little ones. I want an actual entire ledger because this money is not coming out until like a bill actually is paid. So, but I have to put this money in there because I'm losing good interest on it, you know? All right. So savings for me actually is over here. You know what? I put emergency. These aren't emergency funds. Those are like the low priority funds. This is what I was considering high priority because my debt's in here. Derpers. So it's like, okay, I'll figure it out. You know what? I'm just going to go to this binder. How about I say that? All right, so I'm giving myself $100. Is this me? No, that's what is up, Tyra? Where is your savings? Where is your savings? Y'all, that's how bad it is. I don't put no money in my, there we go. That's my little savings back here. I'll buy it a little lonesome. I have to make sure. So this is the kid one. This is kid. Okay, so kid 1, 2. No, that's kid 1 still. Okay, kid 2. Yeah, I have to label these. I'm gonna have to get some labels. I'll make my own. I'm too cheap to kind of buy them. And then y'all, I don't know if, yeah, this one lost its thing. Haha. All right, so I have to put 100 in there. So I have 100. That gives me 150. If you see that 50 in there, it's 150 in there now. And that's for my savings. I'm not even gonna worry about this card. And this would be for IRA. So I'm not gonna worry about those cards. All right, so R gets $50 and it's just it's a $50 bill. I'm gonna have to deposit this too, because what does he have in there from last time? All right, so we have 50, 100, and 15. So 115, they should both have 115. I can go ahead and put that in there. All right, and so B gets 50. Y'all, see, that's why I have to label these. I'm gonna get some labels. So this is actually B's, but since they're both getting $50, it kind of doesn't matter. This is ours. He should have, yeah, same thing. We have a $150 bill, and we are doing 50, 100, 10, 15. So 115. They both have 115 to be deposited. All right. And then we have $166 for savings challenges. All right. So let's see. Let's see what we have left. These ones are for a reason, guys. These ones are always for a reason. All right. So we have 50, 70, 90, 105, 10, 15, 20, 25, 125, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40, 5, because that's 5. So 45, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 55, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what I get. Hold on, y'all. That's what I get for trying to be smart without a calculator. I know y'all get tired of people like us, but it's okay, y'all. It's okay. It is all right. I'm going to have to do this. That's 50. The old people way. 20, 40. 10. I amuse myself, y'all. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This should be 41 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 41. All right, for 41. So 166. There you go. All right, I'm gonna put these here. This is going to go into my little gal over here. It goes in here, y'all. I know I have to start. This has been building up. I know, y'all. I know it's been building up. I'm gonna have to most definitely. Let me put this in here. It looks like I'm hoarding money, and I'm not trying to. I just got to get these videos out. It's been a rough week. All right, so that is for my savings challenges that I'm going to get these videos out this week on. So we took care of all that. Okay, so that is the cash stuffing for this week into my envelopes. And now we have something else that I want to talk about. So if this is not something you want to listen to, it is okay if you sign off right now. Part of a lot of these budgeting books too, some people have things like this, which is you can budget for your meal, do your meal plans. Well, I don't do the grocery shopping. That money comes out of the house account. So I decided to use this as far as a meal plan in order to really start working on changing my diet like I used to have it. February is pretty much 4 more days left, and now it's time for me to go ahead, get out of my candy and sugar phase and get back into, really eating properly, working out, mainly eating properly. The working out will come. But I decided to do this because I really need to hold myself accountable. I haven't done good. I didn't do any working out during the month, but I do know I had a lot going on. And so I'm hoping with having these 3 weeks off from school that I am going to actually, that I'm going to actually set up some better habits. It takes about 21 days. So 3 weeks, 21 days, I should be good, hopefully, in developing at least the eating habits. The gym, yes, I most definitely want to do strength training, but the eating, I got to get that down, and I feel like the exercising will come later. If you know anything, who was that? I was listening to Budget with Elma, and I'm sorry if I butchered your name, girl. I am sorry. I'm country, okay? Just leave me alone. Anyway, I was listening to Budgeting with Elma, and that's what she's doing too. She's working on her health, and I want to get serious, so I appreciate that, most definitely, that there is somebody else out in the community that is doing that. If y'all know anybody else in the community, the budgeting community, that is also working on their health in regards to eating, working on a little bit of weight loss, I would love, because I want to follow them as well. I feel like it's a great way of accountability. How are we doing? That type of thing. But either way, you probably already saw this. What I plan on doing is Healthy Keto. I follow Dr. Berg on YouTube, and I don't agree with everything he says. You don't have to agree with everything somebody says. You also don't have to agree with everything somebody does. But I do understand where this is coming from in regards to the type of diet. Now, I don't pay attention to all that ketosis and stuff and things like that. What I do pay attention to is the foods that is in this diet, what is there and what is not there, nutrition, vitamins, things like that, what I'm getting. And one of the things he talks about when it comes to healthy keto, most definitely is healthy fats, getting your proteins in, and getting your carbs. A lot of people are like, oh, you're not supposed to have carbs on keto. You're not supposed to eat vegetables and stuff. Yeah, you can. In fact, and I know this is a newer version, but in this version as well, you can even have berries. You can't have fruit, bananas and things like that, but you most definitely can have berries. Berries are very low glycemic. So strawberries and blueberries are the main ones that I eat. Okay. So that's my goal. My goal is to get back to doing healthy keto. And mainly because, y'all, I am going to be 50 this year. I am perimenopausal. And, if you're a born male, I'm sorry, this may not be for you. But if you are transgendering into a female, these hormones are going to get to you. And what's going to happen as well to you is what happens to natural born females, which is the whole, when you hit a certain age, you have these hormones. They either you get your estrogen is starting to leave your body. Or you have less estrogen, I'll say that. And so it's difficult for you to lose weight. You have to really work on changing your diet. And I want to get ahead of the 8 ball before that time starts. And so perimenopause is when you still have a cycle, but you're having menopausal symptoms, and I really am. It's crazy, y'all. It's just crazy. In fact, I have headaches. And part of it has to do, when I talk to the gynecologist, has to do with getting, what do you call that? It has to do with the lack of estrogen, but also the rate at which I am ovulating, because my cycles are also shorter in time between. So it's crazy. Oh my God, it's crazy. So I am on a progesterone only pill, and we'll see. I just started it, and so I go back to her in April, and then we'll see how it is for 2 months. So far, we'll see. But I will say that I do know eating, it's a low inflammatory diet. That's actually what keto is. It's a low inflammatory diet, with the exception of the red meat, because in low inflammatory, you don't really eat the red meat. But I don't have inflammatory issues such as diabetes, PCOS, what do you call that? Things that can cause, stress, which is increased cortisol, but things that can cause stress. Cause inflammation in your body. And so I don't like taking supplements. I barely like taking prescribed medication. So the best way for me, I want to control it through my diet. Now, do I stick to this 100%? I'm not going to lie. I don't. When I started this in September before a family situation happened, most definitely I was losing the weight and I still would have like a Diet Coke. I know I don't drink pop. I do. And I do. And guess what? I drink a lot of water too. I drink about 2 liters of water a day. So I'm going to drink my pop. I need something sweet when I'm doing this. Anyway. So I will have my pop. I will have, I do eat yogurt. Now, depending on, like, he updates this every now and then to whatever, but kefir is what he suggests. But I just eat Greek yogurt. I don't eat yogurt. I eat Greek yogurt. One Greek yogurt has a lot more protein in it. It's a lot thicker, and when you think about texture and stuff like that, that tends to play a part for a lot of people. It's a lot thicker, so it makes it, to me, it's more palatable. And what is that? And so that it is, let's see. I have berries. And the berries you can eat, you can have, when you look at his oat one here, you can have, here's the berries that he says in small quantities, but like blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, red currants, raspberries, tart cherries. I'm not a cherry. I like tart cherries, but I like the freeze-dried kind. So I honestly just stay to berries, to blueberries and strawberries. That's what I stay to because I like them. I stay to them. Sometimes I'll have plain Greek yogurt and I'll mix this in there. And sometimes I just eat these by themselves. It's a great sweet pick-me-up. So as far as proteins, you see here, I'm an egg lover. So I'm going to eat some eggs. I love pork chops, even pork rinds, plain pork rinds. Not the ones with all the flavor and stuff, but pork rinds, fatty fish and seafood. So he's really about, hey, eat this, what is that? Not cod. Is it cod? Yeah, because it's cod liver oil. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just going to stick with, I'm going to stick with salmon and stuff. I'm fine with that. So I do the pork chops. I do bacon and regular bacon. Now, mind you, this is still in moderation, guys. This is not, I'm going to eat all that bacon. That's how those people get pancreatitis. This is literally, you're eating the food. He wants you also to eat like organic this and that. Look, dude, my funds is not like that. I got kids and bills. I can't do that. So I stick to as much to this that I can. And Anyway, so what else is that? He talks about like certain hot dogs like Nathan's, duck or goose. If you've ever had duck is fatty. Oh my God. It tastes good, but it is fatty. Let's see, tuna fish with oil. Now I like tuna fish. I guess I can take it with the oil. I'm so used to eating it without the oil. So we'll see. But I also eat, and he doesn't have it on here because it's really not fatty, but I also eat tofu, you know. I also eat tofu because sometimes that's what I want. I make tofu taco, tofu chili. So I like that. Now, he talks about approved fats. We'll go back to the carbs because I was just more worried about the berries. So he talks about your approved fats. He's really big on nuts and also avocados. And so when I started this, I learned how to eat avocado more. I understand the texture for a lot of people. It's just not something they like. So I totally understand that. So you know what, if you do not like, I'm gonna make sure you guys can see this. If you do not like avocados, don't force yourself to eat it. I do always tell my patients just to try things in moderation, just a little bit at a time. If you like it, if you like guacamole, make homemade guacamole and see how you like that. And then, that's avocado. So, just a little bit. But if you don't like the texture, don't force yourself to eat something you don't like. Now, on here, he has macadamia nuts, right? The thing about that is he also said that pecans are really good, are a really good nut, because what you're looking at is the fat. Like he said, approved fat. So you're looking at the fat. In addition to looking at the fat, it's because it's satiating. And these are healthy fats. This is not that crazy stuff that y'all think is okay. This is literally healthy fats. Um, let's see, the nut butters without sugar. I eat peanut butter with sugar. So it just is what it is. I don't eat a lot of it. Once again, moderation. It helps with satiation and keeping my hunger down. That and drinking all the water that I do. Now, I just want to go back to the nuts real quick. Peanuts, no. Peanuts, no, 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 no. You're looking for the fatty content. I'll put this over here, so hopefully you guys can see it. But if you can see, let me see. But if you can see, there is 20 grams of fat. And it's what? You get 1/4 of a cup. You'd be surprised how satiating that is. You eat those, you drink it with water, and you give yourself some time to fill up, you know? So, anywho. I'm allergic to coconut oil. You do what you do with that. Cream cheese and sour cream, man, I love it. That's why I do the tofu. I do my tofu taco meat, and then I'll put this stuff on there along with some cheese. Fish oils and olive oil, olives and olive oils. I love olives. I'll put them in my salads. And then olive oil, you know, you can fry in it. You can cook with it because you're looking for that stuff. Well, there's like this cooking point, all that other stuff, well, whatever. Heavy whipping cream, that's good to put in my coffee. Once again, it is something that you can have. So these are things, this is how you work to modify what people tell you to your, tailor it to your taste buds and your needs, but you really need this good stuff. These carbs, look at this. I eat practically all of this. I eat all of it. I don't know, you can zoom in and see it, or you can go to Dr. Berg's and you can find it out for yourself. You can always, what do you call that? You can always like download it and just kind of look. But I love all this stuff. What I normally do, and one of the things that he suggests, if you actually go and look and listen to him, he suggests, hey, you're going to eat, and you know what, we'll go back to that. Let's go to that right now. So this is an example of what he is referring to, okay? So this is your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He also promotes intermittent fasting. So if you don't do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, then you can intermittent fast, and then you can do lunch and dinner. Sometimes I will intermittent fast, and sometimes I'll eat breakfast. It just kind of depends on what's going on. Does it make a difference with this? I honestly don't think so, but whatever. So, but your goal with intermittent fasting is really to decrease that window of time that you eat so that your body can process and utilize all whatever carbs or whatever's going on. But anywho. So, all right. He is saying, hey, here's what you want to do is in the morning, you want to have your heavier fats and proteins. You want to have like 2 to 4 eggs, your cheese, he says hormone-free, whatever. He says bacon, hormone-free bacon and avocado. Look, I had hormone bacon and it just is what it is, you know, and I still was able to whittle down because the goal is to start having your body utilize its fat for energy. And anywho, so let's go on down here. And once again, here's lunch. You're going to have like 3 to 6 ounces of meat, animal protein, non-lean. You don't want lean meat. So you don't want like that 90-10. So like the 80-20 is good. You know, you want your fish, you want your chicken with the skin on. So not fried, y'all, not fried. You know, baked, or you can, like, if you fry it, don't batter it. You can do like a saute type thing and then bake it in the oven, finish baking it if you want something crisp. You find all sorts of ways to make these things, guys. You'd be surprised. Air fryer, you can air fry your chicken. Just don't do the batter and stuff. The flour batter, you don't want that. Okay, and then you do 7 cups of a salad. This sounds difficult to do. It kind of is. I didn't do it, guys. I didn't. I do like, I use coleslaw mix. It's $1.99 at the store. And I split that bag in 2 meals. I'll have one day for lunch, one another day for lunch. And you got to think about all the stuff you add to it. I add a whole Roma tomato. I add a cucumber. I do English cucumber, and I cut it in 4. So I add about maybe a half a cup to a cup, actually a cup of English cucumber. I'm putting blue cheese on it, a little, and I use ranch dressing. I use full fat ranch dressing. I'm going to use it. I still, once again, it helped me out. Also, what do you call that? I'll do the olives in there. So you gotta kind of be creative in regards to how you do this. So like it is 2 cups of the coleslaw mix, 1 cup of the English cucumbers. That's 3 cups, and probably it's a cup of Roma tomato. So that's 4 cups, and that's about as good as I can get. That's it. That's what's gonna happen. So I just try. And then at dinner time is when you're gonna have another protein and you're gonna have vegetables. And once again, to get your fats in, you're gonna saute, what do you call that? You'll saute this in, like, say, olive oil if you eat shrimp or whatever it is, or butter, full fat butter. So you'd be surprised if you follow this, you don't detour and try and go out and eat your candy bars and stuff like that. It really works. And like I said, my goal is to do this so that I can, what do you call that? I'm trying to get ahead of the 8 ball, because what I don't want to do is be in my mid 50s, can't lose this weight. That's the biggest goal for me. And just real quick, it is safe to eat like 2 to 3 eggs a day. Look that up, okay? I'm not going to do 4. Let's see. When I have my salad, I eat my avocado then with my salad. I'll eat an avocado raw. I like it. I don't have a problem with it. I'll eat a whole avocado. So I get usually all my fat in there, all my healthy fats in. Okay. And there's also some things, if you can look and find, you can find little desserts if you feel you need a dessert. But I'm telling you, if you eat these foods and then you use the berries, you will be surprised how you don't really desire that sugar, because this food right here is what you need. It doesn't entice that, elicit that that desire for that sugar, those carbs and stuff like that. So this is my goal. And then that's why I have this for, is really, it's the it's like Sea Sunday. That's pretty much what it is. Do I detour sometimes? I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna happen on Wednesday and it'll probably happen on Saturday. But for the most part, this is it. I fast. I'm starting off with my coffee and my water. I eat my lunch, my big salad, you know, and then I have my protein and my vegetable for my dinner. Now I do have snacks. I'm going to eat my berries, my yogurts, and my pecans, and I drink my water. And so that's what I do. I do my apple cider vinegar pills. That helps as well. And then also, what else is that? That's pretty much about it. That's what I do. So there you go, guys. That's it for that part. All right, so that's the diet part. Like I said, this is Saturday, this is Sunday, guys. I'm chopping it up. We doing budgets and stuff. That's what this is, budgets and stuff. All right, the other stuff, y'all, this was a crazy week. When I say this was a crazy week, it started last Sunday, and this is the family issue that we ran into. And it's so embarrassing to talk about, but at the same time, I said I like to share this because I want people to understand there's individuals out there. There are biological parents, call them bio parents. There are adopted parents like myself and my husband, and there are foster parents. And you got to understand that, first, we're going to start off with mental health. Mental health is not something you can visually see as a disability. It is debilitating, not just for the person, but for the people around them. And when it's a child, it is crazy because you get all these emotions going through you in regards to just stuff that you have to go through. Okay, so that's what I preface all of this with. All right, and we'll put that over there. And I wish I could turn this thing around so I can show y'all my face so I can actually talk to y'all. But I'm going to be working on this while I go. Y'all, my Wild Wacky Wednesday, look at that. Lost the L and the E, and I'm going to tell you why. So this past Wild Wacky Wednesday, well, actually this past Sunday, we got a package delivered at our door, and it was for my 11-year-old. And it didn't have a return address or anything on it. So the first thing you scream to yourself is, oh my God, you know, pedophile. That's what I did. That's me. I'm a paranoid person. And so what we did was, my husband and I, when he came home, I had Monday off. We followed up with Amazon and everything. Well, it was purchased on a gift card. So we really started freaking out, y'all. We really started freaking out. Because it's like, oh my God, this was purchased with a gift card. What happened? This, that, everything else. This is an M, y'all. That's an M. I had to turn it upside down, so I'm gonna make it a W. And this ain't even the same group of stuff, is it? No. Aw, man, this sucks. Oh well, it just happens. Anyway, so we after we do our research, what we found out on Monday, because the boy wouldn't tell us anything, what we found out on Monday is that actually he purchased it. And we found out through a series of reasonable deduction and the fact that there was money missing from my cash stuffing stuff. I know that people, some people's like, hey, you need a safe in case somebody breaks in the house. You need a safe for this and that. For my house, we need protection because we have some behavioral, we have a child with a behavioral problem. Okay, that's just it. And so what occurred was then from that point on, we're like, okay, wait a minute. All right, so now I know for sure you stole this money that I had asked you about that you said you did not steal. So where is it? Where's this money? Well, all right, so we dealt with that for 2 days and he doesn't let up. And I'm gonna tell you why later on. Anyway, he doesn't let up. And so then on Wednesday, as I'm doing my Wild Wacky Wednesday video and everything, because I do this, on the day of. It just is what it is, y'all. I ain't got time like that. So what happens is the part I edited out the video was when I flipped and my whole entire January was gone. There was no money here. And I didn't take it out. And I had to think fast. I said some stuff and everything, but I was able to regroup and edit it out and just show February. This boy had taken $156 out. He fisted it out. If you open the deed, look at that, y'all. If you don't know what fisted it out means, he did this. He literally opened it up, took everything out of there. Now, when he did this prior, because he did do this prior in the month before, when he stole the money in the month before, he did it subtly, and, I'm pronouncing that word wrong, but I don't care. Anyway, so how he did it was he took it out of my 100 envelope and my 52 weeks, and he made it look like the amount that I had there was there. The great thing about it is I do these videos and I keep a record of stuff. And so I knew that stuff was wrong. When I went to go make some change to give him some money for allowance, I found it was gone, but I had no proof that he took it. Okay. And there's a lock on all the doors in this entire house that has anything in it. The problem is, it's hard to live like a warden in your own house or a CO, which is what is that? A corrections officer, because you're literally closing and locking doors, unlocking doors to get in. And sometimes you just forget. And when you have a child like this, you cannot forget, because what occurs is this. So we finally had proof, and we spent the whole freaking week, y'all. And it gets horrible, because then me and my husband get into it. It's just so much. And this person doesn't care. And which I'll get into that. He doesn't care. And you're like, well, Tara, how do you know he doesn't care? Well, I'm gonna tell you, because you got to understand mental illness, and it sucks. It sucks because these kids are the adults that these shows are made about, and you want these people to get life sentences, or you don't like them because they stole from somebody, because they were manipulative and liars, or they hurt somebody's feelings and they get what they get. But you got to think about where the parents that take care of these children or these adults when they were younger. Can you imagine what we go through for a very long time? So it's a constant PTSD situation. So anywho, we ended up recovering some of the money only because we had to use reasonable deduction. Again, the boy doesn't let up. He's a compulsive liar. It really sucks. But you have to say things in such a way that he can give himself up, give the information up. And so that's what occurred. We found the money. We found part of the money. And my poor husband, being who he is, he felt so bad. Oh my God, he had sold, which we have some money here, I can put this towards my credit card bill. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll put that towards my credit card bill. He had sold some money that I'm going to get next month. That is from a side hustle we have. It has to do with real estate. And so we ended up having to clean out an area. And when we cleaned it out, if it's not cleaned, we go ahead and we don't have to give the property back. We either set it out on the side, or, we can make a little extra money off of it. That's what we do. And so he did for the people next door. They wanted it. He sold it. He got a little money from it, and he gave me the extra. I should have $156 now for in here, because that's what I actually saved. Let's count that real quick. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 140. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 150. So 151. I'm short $5. I'm not going to cry and complain about that because y'all don't know the week that I had that was very, very, very stressful. It's a very stressful week. You guys can say, hey, you know, somebody in there might say, hey, why would you even worry about it? Who cares? Let the money go. It's not that. You have to understand we've been, I hate to say dealing with, because it sounds so cruel, but that's literally what it is. We've been dealing with this since he was 5.5 years old. We adopted him at 4.5 years old, and it's my blood relative, my niece's son. To give context, my niece is bipolar, possible schizophrenic. This stuff is hereditary, and you know, I'm pretty sure she drunk with him. I'm not sure she did drugs or anything, but she was just neglectful. And so the thing that really sucks is, you know, the genetics and the epigenetics of it is it all affects him. And so with all of that, since he was born, poor baby, he has just had these behavior problems. When we got him from the foster mom, she was not honest about things. And so we had to find out for ourselves. Now, we started getting him help at 5. They don't like diagnosing these kids. They don't like medicating kids until they're 6. Totally understand. But I'm sorry, when somebody's wilding out, it's kind of like, look, you got to help the parents. So for a long time, we had this child therapy. We had him medicated, which when I say medicated, it's not medicated to make him a zombie, because we didn't want him that. We just wanted him to calm down and stuff. But the problem is a lot of his behaviors were not conducive with just ADHD. They were conducive with oppositional defiance disorder, which is ODD. Okay. And so people with ADHD sometimes have ODD and they grow out of it. But the problem is then he moved from ADHD with ODD to ADHD with conduct disorder. We pretty much had to do a lot of therapy, a lot of psychiatry, a lot of stuff to even get that. And honestly, he has, and this is where we get it in, he's really antisocial personality disorder. When people say, ooh, I'm sorry, guys. When people say they are antisocial, I don't think you guys understand what antisocial really is. Antisocial personality disorder has now become an umbrella term for like sociopathic behavior, narcissism, things like that. And, you know, I just want to give you an idea. This is a pediatric certification thing. So as I was doing my nurse practitioner, this is one of the things that we had to read. And all this highlighting you see is just when I had to read all this and understand it. But I do want to just give you an idea, because this is evidence-based, okay? And, you know, references all that other stuff you saw the front of the book. So he has conduct disorder, okay? So it's a group of problematic behaviors in which the child violates the fundamental rights of others and violates societal norms as manifested by at least 3 of 15 criteria in the past 12 months. But at least 1 criteria is met in the past 6 months, okay? So the criteria includes aggressive behavior against people or animals. He is very aggressive against people, even with medication, guys. He's even on mood stabilizers, and he will pit people against each other, and he's still aggressive against people. Okay, serious violations of rules in either the child's home or school, both, that's where it is. And conduct disorder must cause significant functional impairment in the child's life, and it does. Now, if the child is older than 18 years old, the child cannot meet the criteria. If the child is older than 18 years old. Oh, wait a minute. Like, okay, the child. So basically, just take that out. The child cannot meet the criteria for an antisocial personality disorder. So let me explain that. They do not like to give that to children because they feel like, hey, they can still grow out of it. They feel like, hey, he hasn't hit puberty yet. He's probably going to grow out of it. I'm telling you, the behavior is worsening each year. And I think that for some children, unfortunately, you can just kind of tell that it's not going to get better, okay? And that honestly, when they hit puberty, it's probably going to get worse. And this is literally what I saw my niece go through. I did not understand fully what my sister was going through, but now, you know, having my great nephew, it's like, oh man, okay. But he's my boy, but still, you know, to just give you guys context. So anti-personality disorder, if you're under 18, once again, you can't get diagnosed with it probably until you're 21, honestly. They really don't want to. They want to give it time for the young adults also. Now, it says, within the diagnosis, there are 4 limited pro-social emotions modifiers that can be added if the child meets the particular modifier. He meets 3 of these 4, guys. So he meets lack of remorse or guilt, callous with lack of empathy, he meets that, unconcerned about the behavior, he meets that, and shallow or deficient affect. So that's like when somebody says you have a flat affect, y'all call it resting bitch face, but literally it's real. It's a flat affect. The best that I can describe is people don't understand, and it's hard to talk about because individuals are like, oh, one, they ask, have you done this, and this? Yeah, you don't want to explain you've done all that. The next thing is people are like, well, you guys are so good. No, we're not at all. We are stressed. It is horrible. It's not. And then I feel bad for two groups of people. I feel bad for the parents that this is their biological child. Why do I feel bad for them? It's because, in all honesty, people, we want healthy children. We don't want children with mental disorders, disabilities, or anything like that. And so just that alone is like, they may feel like they have a dysfunction in them. And it's kind of like, man, no, even healthy households, I've been a part of the group, healthy households, these parents tear themselves apart, and I feel bad. The second group of people I feel bad for are the group of people that do not have the resources that we have, which I'm talking about finances, in order to do what we're able to do, because we're kind of on our last ditch effort. And we moved from Kentucky up to Illinois. Illinois provides resources. And so what was happening is we was getting called all the time. One of us had to take off, mainly me. And I was like, man, we can't do this. I can't start a new career. And I'm getting called in. I'm going to get fired. I can't do this. So that's when we made the decision, hey, we're going to move up to Illinois. So he continued the same behavior, got a couple of, got 2 DCBS charges or whatever it is, but 2 child protective service charges on me. But it got dropped because they were unfounded, because it's a very manipulative behavior the boy has. And so, yeah, you can actually believe him. I call him my little Bill Clinton. So, you have all this, and, finally they put him in a behavior school, which is great. It is good. We don't get the phone calls. We really don't get the phone calls. Stuff going on. We have to find out from him. And then, there's his side, the person's side, their side. It's crazy. But, honestly, we are grateful because we're not getting the phone calls. I don't feel like my job's in jeopardy, but there are parents out there that don't have these resources. Their jobs are in jeopardy. They can't work the job. Marriages are going apart because of children. Women tend to stay with the kids, but they are emotionally damaged. They have PTSD. They feel ran down. I'm telling you, this is a very serious thing. It is hard parenting these children. And so, he backing up, he did all that. And it's just frustrating. And I just wanted to be honest with y'all. So it was very difficult. We spent a whole week emotionally, me and my husband, like I said, we got into it, because we got into it over the different ways to how we're going to find it, if we're going to find it, what we don't want to do, because now we're back to hypervigilance, which is watching the boy, making sure the cameras are on, making sure all the doors are locked. It is dark upstairs. We love light in our house, but all the doors are closed and locked, because he wasn't hiding it in his room. He hid the money somewhere else. So we can't allow him access into anything. And once again, what will happen is everything will calm down and stuff over the next couple of months. And then we will once again get victimized. But now we have a safe in there for me. The door's locked because what happened was the door got broke. The door handle got broke. Not sure how, but now we have a safe in the room where my office is, all the other stuff. And to the people out there that have these issues, man, just know you're not the only one. It's very difficult parenting kids that have these type of behaviors, these mental behaviors, because you cannot see it. People don't see it. They don't understand the struggle that you're going through. So if you ever see somebody out there outside of them just really not giving their kids boundaries to accept responsibility and stuff, there's some people out there struggling, guys. I stopped it once we adopted the children, and they do know they're adopted. They're adopted within the family. But once we got this little guy, I just stopped judging people out in public because I was like, oh my God, I don't know what that person's going through. I really stopped. A lot of my judgment stopped. So, all right, guys, here's what I'm going to do. This is mine. I'm taking this and I'm spending it, y'all. But I'm going to put this $20 in so I can put it in with my my credit card, so I can get this credit card paid off, because I'm not trying to have a credit card thing. I have some different things coming up for the month of March. I'm so excited. I'm going to sit here and create a little more for you guys. I want to offer you guys a freebie for the next month. I do want to do another self-care. Like I said, I have some income coming in. I don't know how much I'm going to be budgeting. I do want to see, I don't know if I'm going to have the time. I'm going to open up an account online to start kind of doing some outside investing to see how that works. I'm going to be doing this with a friend. So we'll see, because I got to pay off that painting, y'all. Y'all just don't know. I'll tell y'all later on how much it costs. How's that? Anyway, I thank you guys for letting me vent, okay? I thank you guys for being here, staying till the end of the video, jumping around the video, seeing what you wanted to see. It doesn't matter. I still appreciate you guys, okay? And just remember, self-love and hugs, man. Self-love and hugs. This is why we never know what somebody's going through. We always have to just give grace, right? We have to give grace. And unless they're just being foul, don't give no grace to foul people. But give a little grace and take care of yourself, guys.